welcome back to another Power Rangers review. Today we're looking at some more Super 7 Ultimate figures. Now these are something I've been very excited for. Something we've also been waiting for a very long time. We did get some Bulk and Skull figures in the early 90s, but they were very small figures. Super 7 have given these Bulk and Skull figures in the Ultimate line. I've absolutely enjoyed playing around with these. I have taken them out and taken a little look. And out of this wave, I did also grab the Green Ranger, which you can see in the back. So if you want to see the review of that, please subscribe to my channel. That will be coming very soon. But today we're going to take a look at Bulk and Skull. These are the bullies of Angel Grove High. And although in the end they had good intentions, they were a bit of a pain. They were the comedy value of the show, so very enjoyable with an unforgettable theme tune. But in the end they did come through for everybody. But anyway, let's take a look at the figures. So again, Super 7 Ultimate line, they are a 7-inch figure. Some very funky boxes here. So you can see we've got like the spray paint just to show sort of their attitude. More than anything, they have got a funky box which is different to the other figures. So these are based on the youth center and the juice bar. Very nice packaging. Again, they are the same, so we have got Bulk and Skull on the sides of the figures. So I'm going to show them like this just because they're obviously the same on either side. We've got the juice bar logo, the neon lighting looking very 90s here. And on the back of Bulk's, obviously we've just got a picture of him from the show with his full name of Farkas Bulkmeyer. And a little description of Bulk and his longtime friend Skull were bullies at Angel Grove High. They often hung out at the youth centre juice bar, scheming, performing pranks and all that sort of stuff. And on the back of Skull's, we've got his full name, Eugene Skolovich, with a picture again from the show. And the description is the same, they've just obviously switched around the names. So Skull and his lifetime friend Bulk were the bullies at Angel Grove High. They'd often hang out at the youth centre, blah. So here's the figure inside the box. It does show us the accessories that we're getting with him. A nice amount of accessories with these. I think the clothes look very good. Up here we've got a alternative head with some glasses, some binoculars, his morpher, which is shaped like a burger, and various hands. With Skull, we've pretty much got the same. We've got the camera, his morpher, which looks like a hot dog, various hands, some glasses, and an alternative head sculpt. So it's about what we would expect to see from a Super 7 figure. Let's open them up and take a look at them. Taking a look outside the box, so we'll go with Bulk first. Very nice figure. Love the head sculpt. It definitely captures the character likeness. Obviously, like the other Super 7 figures, they are kind of characterized rather than aiming to look too much like an actual person. But this one actually does it very well. You can definitely tell who it is. The facial expression on there is very nice. He's got his little ponytail, which he wore pretty much all the time. Nice clothing there, so you can move the jacket. He's got his little bubbly t-shirt under there with his leather coat and his denim jacket over the top. The boots look very nice, and having the figure in hand, so this one does have a little bit of a wobbly leg and his arms are very stiff. So I am going to be careful with this during the review. I'm sure in time it will loosen up. The arms do go up and down, but I feel like they're definitely going to break, so I'm going to be very careful with that. But again, detail on the figure, really good. Very pleased with that. And on to Skull. So here he is out of his box, looking very Skull-like. I think these figures are perfect, to be honest with you. A lot of other companies are a bit hit and miss on the face sculpts. And Super 7 have definitely made an improvement on their Power Ranger figures. So we have got a neck scarf, which is removable. You can pop the head off and take it off. He's got his nice little skeleton earring there. His hair looks very Elvis-like. The expression on his face is very good. Underneath his jacket, we have got just a plain t-shirt. Little bit of detail on the jacket. Obviously, it is what it is. Camouflage pants look very nice. He's got his extra chains and all that sort of stuff, along with his Triple H style wrestling boots. This one does move a lot better, and it could just be my Bulk figure that doesn't move very well. But I don't know if it's all the clothing and stuff on there or just the extra largeness in the arms and stuff like that. This one's obviously a lot thinner. Skull is meant to have been like that. So yeah, very pleased with that as well. And moving on to some accessories. So we do have Bulk's accessories first. So these are his glasses. He also comes with some binoculars. He also comes with his morpher, so it is styled like a burger. And lastly, the alternative head. This is a beautiful head sculpt. I really like the helmet. You can see the ponytail coming out the back. The facial expression is very good. The paint's decent. And I do prefer this to the other one, but I also do like the hairstyle on that one. So both very nice head sculpts. And on to the accessories for Skull. Now these glasses are very delicate, so do be careful with them. I've seen a few break online, so do be a little bit careful. But they do look very nice, so obviously it comes with those. He also comes with a video camera, which is painted pretty well. Here's Hot Dog Morpher. And lastly is Head Sculpt. So this one obviously has the hat, whereas the other one on the figure currently doesn't. I much prefer this one as well. The facial expression is better on this. I do like the fact that they've given us the version with the hat, because he did wear it quite often. And again, really good character likeness with those. The figures do come with various hands. I'm not going to get them all out because they are the same, but we are looking at some sort of posing hands, but you can also use them for Skull to hold the camera, some grip hands and some closed fists that are on the figures out of the box. Moving on to some articulation for the figure. Again, I'm going to be very careful with this one because his arms are very stiff and I really don't want it to snap. I don't want to have to buy another one or have the hassle of sending it back, especially as I display them in the box like the green one behind there anyway. So the arms do move up and down, but again, they are very stiff, so I am going to be careful with them. They obviously move around, full 360. He does also have a joint on the elbow, and the wrists do a full 360. They do move up and down depending on what wrist you're using. In the midsection, we're on a ball in the middle of the torso of the figure. Coming down, our legs do move outwards and up and down. A small amount, not a whole too lot. I'm assuming because his legs are quite thick as the rest of his body. We do have joints on the knees. Again, mine are very stiff, so I don't want to mess around with him too much. And then we've got a nice bit of movement on the feet as well. They do move up and down, and they're on a rocker. And as for Skull, he is a little bit easier to move around. So we do have articulation on the head and the neck. So it does move full 360. It moves up and down quite a nice amount. Same sort of articulation in the midsection. It is on a ball at the waist, and then we've got joint in the middle of his stomach. The arms move up and down and round and round a lot easier than Bulk does. Again, same sort of articulation on the elbows here. He is quite restricted by the clothing, so that's about as far as he can go, which is a little bit of a shame because it doesn't hold the camera very well. Same on the wrist, full 360, and depending on what hands you're using, they do move up and down. So I guess if you're using the camera, you can kind of bend it around a little bit. Then down to the legs, his ones do move out quite a bit better, move up and down a little bit easier as well. His knees have a single joint on there. Got some rotation on the cuff of the boot, and then again the ankle is on a rocker and does move up and down. So this one again is a little bit looser and easier to play about with than Bulk. Could just be my figure, but he is a bit more restricted because of his size. And let's compare some of these figures. So here we got some more Super 7. This is the most recent glow-in-the-dark Green Ranger, but this is more just to show the size difference between them, really. You can see that the shoulders match up, and the difference is obviously in style of the helmet. So obviously we would expect them to scale properly with the other Super 7 Ultimate Rangers. And here we've got one of Hasbro's Lightning Collection figures, so you can tell he is quite a bit smaller in most proportions. So apart from being a sort of inch difference, you can see that he's a lot thinner. The price difference in these are quite a bit. You're looking at paying around 50 to 60 for the Super 7 Ultimates. When I started collecting these Lightning Collection figures, they were bang on £20. Some a lot more now, but some a lot less as well. Here we've got my other Super 7 figures, so I just wanted to show you how I've displayed them more than anything. So you can see I've got, these are more of the funkier figures up here. So we've got all the ones with the different boxes and stuff that glow in the dark. So we've got Bulk, Skull, the Green Ranger glow in the dark, the Lord Zed glow in the dark, and then the Violet Rita Repulsor. On this side, we've got all our 5 standard Rangers. At the top, I've got my Megazord, my Tommy figures, and then I'm leaving space up there for Draken and whoever's to follow after. So yeah, very pleased with these. I have been leaving that space for these 3 particular figures for a little while, so it's nice to be able to get that display done. And I'm very pleased with how everything's going at the moment. And to wrap up this video, just my final thoughts on the figures. 2 absolutely beautiful figures, something we've been waiting for many, many years. Someone was going to do it eventually. I'm very glad Super 7 did. Don't get me wrong, I would have appreciated to have Bulk and Skull figures in Lightning Collection scale, but these are stunning figures. Very much enjoyed playing around with these and just looking at them. Completes the collection very nicely. Price point on them are a little bit higher, but it's what we'd expect for a Super 7 Ultimate figure. They're not toys, obviously they are collectibles. So considering they are maybe double of what the Lightning Collection figures were, I do think they're very worth the money. They come with just the right amount of accessories. Do wish I'd pre-ordered the whole wave with Super 7 to have got the big nose thing that came with them, whatever it's called. But considering I display these in the box anyway, it doesn't really matter to me. And I really didn't want to pay out the money for the black and gold Megazord. Articulation on them are what we expect from Super 7. These are definitely being improved. I think Super 7 are making some effort to correct errors that were in the first round of figures. And overall, very pleased with these. I did get these from the whole shebang. They are in stock over there, so if you're looking for these, you can pick these up from there. Let me know your thoughts on these figures in the comments below. If you want to chat about these figures, come over to my socials. You can follow me on Instagram at lightningcollector2021. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. I have got more content coming soon, so if you want to see more, please consider subscribing. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.